Why do you think the indictment has been announced now?
Because of the political situation. Because I said that if NATO is coming with the ground troops, I will go and defend my country with my volunteers.
Let's talk about the situation now. Your Tiger paramilitaries, which were involved in the war in Bosnia and Croatia, are they engaged in any activities in Kosovo now?
No, they're not engaged yet. But as I said, they will be engaged if NATO is coming with the ground troops. No one soldier of mine is engaged in Kosovo at the moment.
Why do you think NATO is making these allegations at the same time as the tribunal is coming out with the news of this indictment that you are already engaged there?
Well, it's a political pressure on me, it's a political pressure on this country, on the politicians. Everybody in the world knows that now, in this moment, to pick me up and to say that I'm a war criminal at this moment, in this country it's funny. Probably not in the world, because you are in a head of big media as is CNN and other medias in the United States. And of course, you are producing what you are producing. So you can make someone a war criminal, and you can, of course, make him an innocent man. You make me a war criminal a year ago when you said that I am a war criminal on CNN by Christian Amanpour. We've been watching that on CNN all over Yugoslavia. So in that time, I got my 30 minutes on Yugoslav television, but as I can see, you didn't produce that in the United States. You didn't say that I'm an innocent man. You didn't say that I am not guilty, that I think and I know that I'm not guilty. I'm only a Serbian patriot.
Would you, under any circumstances, surrender yourself to the Hague Tribunal?
I will not surrender myself. I'm a soldier. I fight till the end. So I don't surrender, not especially when I know that I'm not guilty. And I know that the rest are against me only because of the political situation, only because we're in a war with the NATO at the moment. I think the tribunal in The Hague is a political tribunal. We have 3 Serbs which died already in The Hague in a prison. So everything they did against the Serbs. So I don't respect the tribunal. I'm sorry, but I have to say that we don't respect the tribunal in The Hague.
Let's talk about the situation in Kosovo right now.
Let's do it.
There are allegations of atrocities, of killings by NATO and other European leaders, that this is an intolerable situation. From your perspective, what's happening now? What's happening with the level of ethnic cleansing which NATO and its allies says are going on?
I am watching all the media by satellite, and so I'm watching CNN also. So it's an offensive on the media against Serbs. You are producing pictures which are false, I have to say. You are showing to a world the Albanian woman, she's crying a minute, you didn't finish yet, she's not crying anymore. You are producing children which are crying only to touch American people. I have to tell you, the Serbs are running away also because of NATO bombs. You are bombing 8 days. Civilian positions, you are bombing military targets, you are bombing police, you are bombing everywhere. So of course the civilians are running away from the country. And then you are telling them the Serbs are pushing them out of the country, which is not true. It's not true. The Serbs are not pushing Albanians. The Albanians can live together with the Serbs in Kosovo. We have nothing against them.
What impact do you think the international support for Kosovo independence would have on this conflagration? There's suggestions perhaps that there may be a shift in US policy towards that issue. What, if that were to become a more realistic alternative, what impact would that have on if the international community said that it would support independence for Kosovo?
Independence for Kosovo means the part of Yugoslavia to go to Albanian borders, behind the Albanian borders. We give them autonomy, political, culture, everything they have, but they can't take apart. It's a secret land for us. It's the same, I have to explain to the American public, it's the same as that Mexico is now asking for Texas to be part of Mexico. Would you give Texas to Mexico now? Of course not. It's the same thing. We can't let part of Yugoslavia, part of Serbia, which is for centuries in Yugoslavia, to to be part of Albania. This is not, we are not talking about independent political culture. We give everything to Albanians, what they want, everything, as the Mexicans are having in United States, or all other nations have in United States. But we can't give up a part of Yugoslavia, and we will never give up that part of Yugoslavia. And I can tell you something, the NATO is strong, but the NATO have to stop to be the world police. The NATO, with the blackmailing, we will bomb you, we will bomb you. Okay, you bomb us now. We know for 8 days how the bombing is going on. And
can NATO stop this? Can NATO defeat Yugoslavia without ground troops, just from the air, do you think?
I don't think the NATO did any harm to Yugoslavia with this bombing. We only have anger inside us. We, of course, can't fight with the 450 planes or for 1,000 planes. We can't fight. We have our army who is fighting, who is doing well. They are fighting because someone who is defending himself and have right, all right, and the justice is on our side. And we are fighting for our children. We are fighting for our future. And we will not stop defending ourselves. But I think if you come with the ground troops in Yugoslavia, then you will have a new Vietnam in the heart of Europe. That's for sure.